Faith walk, walking on water. What is this all about? Stay tuned, so many things. Welcome to my channel. It's Clever Convos, and here, we're just gonna have a good time. If you click the link, you've seen the title, we'll go ahead and show you and teach you how to walk on water. So if you're interested in content, this is a new phase, a new season for me. So I appreciate the support. Here on this channel is really about making it happen. Self-development. I'm gonna deal with the F's, some finance, some fitness, the faith. We're gonna have fun here. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and, like I said, click the like button, click the subscribe notifications, and get reminded, and we're gonna make it happen. So watch as I show you and teach you how to walk on water. So for me, walking on water is essentially getting yourself to a point where you're just removing excuses, distractions, and you're doing things that are a little uncomfortable for you to position yourself to a place where you can progress, you can build, you can develop from. And so what I mean by that is, for instance, you might be like me in corporate America, climbed your way up to a certain level, and you're feeling good, you kind of got the quote-unquote corner office, nice cinematic, beautiful views. But then you get to a point in life where you're like, not only do I desire more, but this is not ultimately where I want to be. How do I level up? How do I step more into my purpose, my calling, my craft? And then so you get to a point where fear resonates, it kicks in. And you got to start making some real life choices and decisions on what's going to be your next move. Do you want to play the corporate game? And how long do you really want to play it and stay in that realm? So for me, walking on water is continuing to take those leaps and bounds, if you know what I'm saying. To step out, literally, 20, 30 feet up high, you're looking outside and you're like, I want different for my life, You're grateful for where you came from, but I want more, I desire more, there's a hunger for more. So whether that's going after a new raise, a new promotion, a new position that you've been eyeing for a while, or just saying, I'm willing to let all these perks and everything that comes with this environment, corporate America, I'm gonna step out and really tap into my own ventures and my own purpose. So for me, is getting out there. For you, you have to do some self-reflecting, as I did. Step out there and see, what it is that you really desire, what's pulling, what's drawing you close. This is really a faith-led guide walk. You walk with him and he'll order and guide your steps. So, a lot of us get tired of the rat race, clocking in 9 to 5, the fake camaraderie with your peers and your coworkers, and you're like, it's got to be more, it's got to be something better. So I encourage you all to just really take some time to figure out what it is you want. Don't make no harsh or irrational moves and just quit your job. Do some things in decency and order. Take some time to really scope out what it is you desire, what it's going to take to get there, and plan accordingly. So if you truly are just sick of this let's say this corporate grind, one thing that I've learned is to not make decisions and moves based off emotions. So you might be feeling some way one day or today, but tomorrow's a new day. Next week, next month's a new day. You still may have bills piled up. You still may have goals and debts you're trying to hit. So work, strategize, come up with a plan. How you're going to get there and dial in. It's going to take some sacrifices. It's going to take some doing the uncomfortable things that you really don't want to do to get you to where you're trying to go. So if that means hustling, bustling, working in a job that you truly are not passionate about, Do it for a duration, a period of time. Stay down long enough till you can come up. That's my food for thought. Stay down long enough until you can come up and get yourself in a position where you can make these moves. So if you don't want to be in a certain, like I said, environment or setting, map it out, strategize, and be intentional about what it is you're trying to do. I mean, a lot of us talk, I'm sick of this, I'm sick of working like this. A lot of us have that victim mentality. But man, he did this, that, and the third. Oftentimes it's us. Our own habits and our mindset is a big portion, a big detriment to us not being where we truly want to be in life. So it's going to take some intentionality, some focus, and visualizing where you want to be and what it's going to take to get there and really ultimately work there. So I'm here. It's not all bad. Things could be better. I'm blessed and I'm grateful, but I know where I'm trying to go and where I'm headed to, so I'm going to do what I need to do to continue to put myself in a position to get there. Same for you. You have to be willing to do the uncomfortable, the discomfort, and put yourself in a position to grind it out and ultimately make it happen. So as you continue your journey and you're getting your feet wet and you're starting to, walk on water, and it's kind of remind me of the scripture in the book of Matthew, and Peter, he's stepping off the boat and he's walking on water, and he's lacking faith because we can't see where we're going. We don't know where we're going. But that's the faith walk. This is the message that I want to continue to drive home to you. Faith is the things hoped for, but the substance of things unseen. So we don't always know where we're going. We don't always know what we want or how to get there. But if we take incremental baby steps and move closer each day, God will reveal things to us and make us ultimately step into what it is He called us to do and where we need to be. So it takes action. I'm a big advocate for actions speak louder than words. I know we use cliches and we talk about it all the time. We see it posted on things, but you have to be actionable. I mean, less talking, less planning and strategizing, but more taking steps and actions, and then all that will come together. Yes, the prep part is needed and is helpful to get you to the next path, but more step. Take that leap, take that walk, move, mobilize yourself. Keep putting forth the effort and the movement, and you will get there. You will get what you desire. This has been some of my walk, and as even with this video, and rebranding myself as a content creator, and so many other things. The list goes on. But those have done it. They know how difficult and challenging it is to just be staring at a camera, having you stare right back at me, and you stare right back at me. But it's all good. The more you do things, especially something that's a little foreign and brand new to you, the more times you do it over and over, you get a level of comfort. You kind of get in your zone, get in your bag, get in your swag a little bit. So that's the key. That's one of the keys to life about anything. You just got to start doing things, doing the hard things, doing it more and more, and you'll get incrementally better and better, and then you can just polish and tweak those areas that aren't as refined, and you'll see yourself progressing and improvement. A lot of us get paralyzed by the unknowns. I like to call it perfection paralysis. And stay tuned. I'm gonna drop a deeper, more insightful video on that one. But for those, just a quick synopsis is just. Everything needs to be aligned. All the stars need to be aligned, and things need to be perfect before we just do anything. I need to have the expensive camera. I need to have all the equipment. I need to have the laptop, the editing. I need to be in the perfect location, and I gotta wait till I get a number of followers and people interested in me. Everything needs to be aligned before we do anything, and then ultimately we do nothing. So that's what I mean by perfection paralysis. Like, we have to start just taking action, not talking a good game, but actually living and acting in a good game, in the righteous path forward. So as you continue to figure out your next move, how you want to go about doing things on a day-to-day basis, and eliminating some of the fear, one of the first things is to put all that the unknown behind you. Just get in the back of your mind and just start moving, just start walking. Like, as I mentioned, like the corporate setting, you want a new job. We got to get to a point where we got to stop allowing everybody to dictate our moves, and we get our life more in control for ourselves. So we be the ones to fill out the job application, update our resume, network, get out there, talk to people. I mean, we're in a day and time, especially with this social media, people are scared to network and talk to people. I mean, social networking is cool, you can do that, but get out there. You don't even always have to go to a happy hour. Go to a park, go to the gym, go to anywhere. Just open your mouth. Hey, how you doing? I'm such and such. I'm such and such. So let me know, in the comments, y'all, if this has resonated with you. If you've struggled with some perfection paralysis, which we all have, if you know you need to improve on just taking action and stop letting, the world and society dictate your move. Oh, well, it's raining outside. I'll wait till a sunny day. I guess when I get paid and I be able to add a little bit more to my business, I'll take a move. No. The action needs to start today. Really should have started yesterday, but we're going to start today taking action. Whatever it is, fitness goal, financial goal, dating goal, whatever it is, just start taking some action today. Of course, easier said than done, but once you step into that flow and that rhythm and you do what you're called or what you know has been pulling on you to do, you start feeling a lot of relief and gratitude behind it, because you're doing what you need to do, and just removing that level of procrastination. So I want to encourage you to continue to walk, leap. You see the water is wet. That's a bar for you. The water is wet, but nonetheless, step your foot in. Don't be scared to get wet. Don't be scared to get your foot in the water. Get a little knee deep, get waist deep. And then slowly come up. You'll find out there's some stepping stones you can walk on, and then, you on the surface, the wet surface, and you walk on the water because you're not letting fear ultimately drown you and bring you down. And so that's another thing. Oftentimes, speaking for myself, as I mentioned and stated earlier, fear is a real thing. It's a real catalyst. And sometimes it's needed to give us a little push, but as I mentioned, it can be a detriment and ultimately cause us to drown because we're not moving, we're not taking action. We're stuck on what it could be. Many of us, no matter where you are in life, if you can date back to high school, college, if you're older, or even if you're now going through that, just date back some time and just think about the things that you told yourself, oh man, I wish I woulda, coulda. You got to remove those woulda, coulda moments and really continue to take action. Be somebody that the future you will be proud of, and then not thinking in the past like, man, I knew I could ball, I knew I could rap, I knew I could start this business, and then, you start developing a level of jealousy for those around you that actually start doing what you should have been doing. And it's that fear that's stifling you and paralyzing you. And then ultimately, that faith walk, when you took that first action because you didn't get that results, or you didn't get the results that you initially thought you were going to get because you started walking and you slowly started drowning because you're not persevering. Got to weather these storms. Continue to walk, continue to walk. Each day is going to get better. Each day is going to be better. It's like weight training, fitness. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get these gains overnight. These gains ain't happen overnight. It took some time, A lot of y'all weren't with me shooting in the gym or lifting in the gym per se. But that metaphor applies to all aspects of life, You got to willing to see yourself, envision yourself in the future, your future you, what you look like, where you want to be, and be willing to have delayed gratification and put in enough time, effort, energy, sacrifice, discipline to position yourself to get there. And then that leads me to my next thing as far as like drowning. A lot of us are drowning in so many ways and areas in our lives. Even if we get to a point where we're taking that leap, we're taking that step, and things don't happen as quickly or as fast and how we envision it happen right then and there, we stop doing ultimately what's the best thing for us is to continue to step forward, take action. So we find ourselves drowning back in our old habits, drowning back in our old ways, drowning and setting ourselves further back than where we were when we were first taking these steps. So learn, to persevere and continue to ultimately push forth, push through. Anything that's worth having is worth working for. So it's going to take a level of discipline and strength to get there. Maybe 6 months to a year or a couple years at that. Just keep working at it and don't get discouraged. So let me know, man, in the comments down there, have you struggled with, we all have struggled with, ultimately walking on water and increasing our faith. But are you in a place right now in your life, in your season, where you should be doing some things better and taking some action, but you have all the excuses in the world? Things got to happen for you the right way, on your terms, instead of you just taking one step at a time, get you closer and closer and closer there, no matter how long it takes you to get. And that's for another video, refining some strategies and tools and skill sets to kind of expedite and make these moves a little more efficient. That's for another time and video. But let me know in the comments some of the areas where you're struggling at, and just keep it a buck, man. Let me know that you should be taking some action, stepping a little bit more, moving a little bit more, and that you will challenge yourself to commit to just doing the uncomfortable things and taking more progressive steps to get you ultimately where you're trying to get. So as I am rebranding my goals, channel, my vision, I want you all to get to a place to start tapping in. The faith part will increase the more you hear, the more you listen, the more you read, the more you do and see. That's when the faith gets stronger and stronger. You stick to a task long enough, you'll see yourself advance. You'll see yourself be successful. And we all want a level of success in our life. Success is subjective, but in totality, we want to feel like our life is ultimately successful. We don't want to just stay stagnant, complacent, and to a point where, if we look back, whether it was college, high school, childhood, and we have all these questions, the woulda, coulda, shoulda, man, I used to play ball, man. If I would have stuck at it, I could have been this. If I would have used that money to the business, I could have did this. Instead of letting that be your story and your narrative, work right now, work today, that the future you is proud of the old you today. So I'm gonna leave you with that. No excuses, making it happen. That's the motto. We'll continue these clever convos, clever conversations.
So yeah, the faith walk. I mean, we don't always know where we're going, how we gonna get there. Oftentimes fear can rise up on us, but you just gotta get mobile, take some movement, take some action. Like anything in life, it's uncharted territories, and the more you just start stepping into that, literally, like stepping into it, you'll see things will work itself out. You'll find the right people, you gotta place the right network and community around you. They'll open up doors. We're not saying that, we can't do what we need to do as far as opening up doors, because ultimately God has the final say. It's not like we're trying to help him, but we got to do our part. If we want God to open up doors, we got to make sure that we're being, obedient. We got to make sure we're doing our part, putting in work. My favorite scripture, I got tatted on me, is faith without works is dead. So you got to believe it, or you got to put in the work as well. That's it. It's Clever Convos. I appreciate the support. Stay tuned. It's going to be more heat, more informative information. Videos dropping. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. And stay tuned, man. No excuses. Making it happen. I know life happens for a lot of us, and we get caught up in the rat race. But develop that skill set of perseverance and endurance. Until next time, all right.